Hello, my name is Tracy, and I'm happy to bring this informative speech about making the delicious confection known as fudge. Fudge, chocolate, peanut butter, maple, white chocolate cranberry, even pumpkin, and all can be made with or without nuts. Fudge is not just for Christmas time anymore. Making fudge is not nearly as complex as it may seem. I will be discussing a brief history of fudge and instructing on the basics of making fudge, including 3 different recipes. Fudge is actually an American invention, according to an article found on the Great Food Finds website. Fudge is a drier version of fondant, which fondant is an icing made from sugar, water, and cream of tartar cooked to the softball stage. Now, the softball stage is boiling the sugar and water until it reaches, sugar and water until it reaches a stage where you can drop a little bit in ice water and form it with your fingers into a little ball. So, as I was saying, fudge is a drier version of fondant made by boiling sugar and milk to the soft ball stage and then beating it as it cools to create a creamy texture. Some food historians peg the invention of fudge to February 14, 1896, but the exact date and inventor are disputed. Most stories claim the first batch of fudge was created due to a botched batch of caramel, when the sugar was allowed to recrystallize after it was melted. Hence the term, oh, fudge. I have 3 recipes I'd like to share with you. The first is a cooked version on the stove. You cook sugar and evaporated milk till it comes to the boiling stage. You turn it down, and you have to actually boil it for 12 minutes and stir it the entire time, but it has to be exactly 12 minutes. You turn it off, and you have a prepared bowl with a bag and a half of milk chocolate chips and a half bag of semi-sweet chips and a teaspoon of vanilla and a stick of butter. Once you've boiled the sugar and milk, you pour the prepared bowl of chocolate, butter, and vanilla, and you carefully stir it until it's completely melted, and you pour it into a prepared but butter and foil lined 9 by 13 inch pan. Pour your fudge mixture in there, smooth it out with a spatula, cover it with foil, allow it to cool at room temperature for an hour, and then refrigerate. This recipe I've actually been making for over 20 years, but I also found the recipe on a website called Food to Eat and Fill Your Soul. So, the next recipe I've been making for several years also, and it's peanut butter fudge. This is a microwave fudge recipe. In a microwave, you prepare your 9 by 9 pan. In a microwave safe bowl, you put a cup of peanut butter and 2 sticks of butter, which equals 1 cup. You microwave for 30-second increments until it's completely melted, and then you stir in 3.5 to 4 cups of powdered sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla. Stir it until no powdered sugar is visible, and make sure it's completely integrated. Pour it into your prepared dish, smooth it out, cover it, and refrigerate it. And that's it. Couldn't get much simpler. And that recipe can be found at Seated at the Table website. Reese's Fudge, same resource as the microwave. It's a bag and a half of Reese's peanut butter chips, a half a can of sweetened condensed milk, microwave, let it melt, put it in your pan. This actually is the pan I used. Buttered, refrigerate for an hour. Then you do a bag and a half of milk chocolate chips, the other half can of sweetened condensed milk, pour it on top, press down Reese's peanut butter chips, actually Reese's Pieces, refrigerate, and this is what you see here. That's the Reese's peanut butter fudge. I've tried all 3 of the, that actually can be found on the Frugal Girls website. I've tried all these recipes and have been making these two, the Fanny Farmer fudge and the peanut butter fudge, for many, many years. I hope that I have demonstrated that making fudge is not as complex as it may seem. Fudge is an American invention circa possibly 1896. There are many recipes to choose from. My favorite tried and true recipes have been Fanny Farmer fudge, peanut butter fudge, and Reese's fudge. That's my new favorite. A good resource for more fudge recipes that more than you can imagine, can be found on Pinterest.com. Just go to the website, type in fudge, and you can find more variations of fudge recipes than you could possibly imagine. I hope this has been informative and helpful to show you that fudge is not as difficult as it seems to make. Thank you.